Welcome back everyone, my name is Eltamar and I will be continuing our Let's Play of Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. Where we left off last time, we had abandoned Imoen in the forest, picked up two NPCs named Zar and Montron, who are going to be our traveling life companions. They are obviously very trustworthy with their evil nature. We then met up with Khalid and Jahira at the Friendly Arms Inn and subsequently assassinated them both, solidifying our reputation as amazing badasses. They didn't even have a chance to defend themselves because they were technically in our party at the time.
Spit it out. I'm on
From
it.
here, we are going to complete the inn and then head south towards Beregost and hopefully get a bit of the town done as well. Beregost has quite a few things inside of it to do, so I'm going to try and get through the inn as fast as possible and get started on that right away. It looks like the whole staff of the inn are just kind of chilling out in the break room, but they don't really care if you come in and rob them of a healing potion, which is kind of odd. Healing potions are kind of costly, so you would think that they would care at least a little bit. I'm also going to try and loot a bit of the Friendly Arm Inn. The sleeping people have things you can take from them. The awake people do not. I actually failed to open that lock. Unfortunately, the thing about Monteron is his open locks is pitifully bad. He is not going to be any help opening anything in this place. So there's no real point of him even trying. I'm not going to rob him because he's awake. I'm going to rob him because he's asleep. It's always good when people are asleep because you can take their stuff without them noticing. Although I'm pretty sure that I would notice if someone wandered into my room and started like bashing open my locked chest. That's just me. Maybe they were really tired. Or maybe they cast a sleep spell on themselves or something. There's a wizard named Unshi in here. We're going to talk to him really quickly. Have you heard? There's a rogue ogre with a belt fetish to the south of the Friendly Arm Inn. I had to bargain my new girdle of piercing for my life out there. Wasn't even interested in an autographed copy of my book. Hey, if you can get that belt back for me, I'd be mighty grateful. We already have the belt. At this point, you can either choose to keep it. It is a belt of piercing or girdle of piercing, which is actually really good against missile weapons. But I'm going to give it back to him for the experience. And he says, thanks for getting this back to me. Damn weird ogre though, don't you think? Here's 95 gold pieces for your trouble and a new history book I just completed. So he gave us a book that we can read or not read. Oh, it's the history of Tethir. I'm not going to bother reading that. And we can also go through this place. I don't think there's anything to loot in those rooms actually, so I'm not going to bother. And have I looted this guy? Nope. Oh right, I failed to force that lock, so. When I fail to force locks, since Monteron's lockpick is so low, there's just no point in trying to get it lockpicked open. We're just going to abandon it for now and come back later. So we're going to talk to this nobleman. He says, about time you showed. Here, I need these tunics cleaned and pressed by this eve, and be extra careful with the golden pantaloons. It took 15 women and a small boy from Kalmashan 12 days and 4 nights to weave them, so be careful on the seams. Well, get going. Normally I would say stow your laundry. I'm neither a tailor maid nor a mother, but I want the pantaloons, so I'm going to say, sir, yes sir. Pantaloons pressed and ready by tonight, or breakfast is free, sir. The nobleman says, done and done, be on your way. And then he says, wait a minute, don't dare go anywhere. Here's an extra couple coins. Put a pleat in, that would make daddy proud, if you know what I mean. Now get. The pantaloons are actually an Easter egg in Baldur's Gate, and it actually spans both Baldur's Gate 2, and Tales of the Sword, or not Tales of the Sword, sorry, Throne of Ball. They combine in the expansion for Baldur's Gate 2 into a pretty awesome item, which I do plan on playing this character through all the way, through Baldur's Gate 1, Tales of the Sword Coast, Baldur's Gate 2, Shadows of Alm, and Throne of Ball. So we will be getting that item in the end, hopefully. It's actually a really cool Easter egg, spanning all 3 games. I don't think there's a lot else in here, aside from a couple quests we're going to grab from Landrin, and that is the last thing we'll be doing at the inn. After that, we will head south. I wonder which of these rooms was Khalid's and Jahira's. Khalid and Jahira's, I guess.
Right, what's this then?
I feel kind of bad for killing them, honestly, a little bit. Their bodies will, well, their body, I don't actually see the other body, just the one there. They will lay there for a while, but I think that the next time we come back to the inn, they should be gone. If they're still there, then that is kind of going to be gross because it's going to be weeks from now in game time, and they will be rotting and smell terrible. I'm hoping the inn has some maids and maybe a little bit of sort of bleach or lye or whatever they used back then to clean up the blood and decaying bodies. We are now going to head south towards Baldur's Gate. We're not going to bother resting or learning any new spells. We shouldn't encounter anything No, we shouldn't encounter anything too bad on the way. Beregost is only 2 transition zones from here, so we're going to hit this area. Quick save. I'm actually just going to send my people as far as I can see. There shouldn't be anything in our way down to Beregost, aside from maybe a messenger or something of that sort. But I don't think there's going to be any enemies we run into, unless we run into some bandits or something. I guess that's a possibility. But I'm kind of hoping not. This little sign just tells you where to go. It says Friendly Army to the north, Beregost to the south, Lion's Way west to Candlekeep. And we are not allowed to go back to Candlekeep, so that is kind of sad. There are a lot of side areas in this game, and I will be doing all of them. There will be a point in the game that I will just tell you guys flat out that the next few videos will just be side quests and side areas. Skip them if you choose, watch them if you want to. They will be entertaining, hopefully. I might die a few times, but anyways. Handout says, must dash to Beregost. I must. Governor Keldath must be told of the extra troops being sent his way. Beregost is to be garrisoned in the case of an Omnian invasion, though Om has denied such intent. Of course they would deny it. The snakes make way for the messenger. So, things are getting pretty serious. There really could be a war happening. There is a kid named Jace here. Jace says, don't get any closer, I'll have Mum come and give you the belt. I'm gonna say, beat it, child. I have no time for your whining. Jace says, big dummies, if my buddy Albert were here, he would turn you into inside out or something. His mom lets him go wherever he wants because he's tough. He'd smack you good. I kind of wish I killed that kid now. That would have been a good reputation drop. I actually don't know if you can kill kids in this game. I know some games have ethical and moral grounds for not letting you kill kids in the game, but I never actually tried in this game. Golan Ven says, need directions? You seem a friendly sort, so I thought I'd offer my services as a guide. What do you need from the town of Beregost? I'm just going to say, just a place to sit a spell and drown my worries. Where's a good tavern? He says the Burning Wizard, the Red Chief Inn are in the center of town, Feldpost Inn is to the western edge, and the Jovial Juggler is along the south. I know where everything is in this town for the most part. I don't need a tour guide to tell me where things are. All my characters are actually getting really tired. Maybe I can sleep here. Nope. There are very stringent rules in towns about where you can sleep. In the original Baldur's Gate and Tales of the Sword Coast, you could generally sleep wherever and there'd be a chance of guards waking you up. From what I've seen of this game so far, I have played a little bit here and there. It seems that every time you try and sleep, the guards wake you up no matter what, so we aren't going to even bother to try that. We're going to go straight for one of the inns, which is just down here. It's going to be Feldpost's Inn, which is actually the nicest one in town, so we might as well stay in comfort if we're staying in this place. If I can't sleep on the ground, I might as well sleep on a bed, I guess. As you can see, this is Feldpost's Inn, and we are going to head inside. A man named Marl says, "Here now, get out. I don't like your type in here." And his friend Duncan says, "Heh, you tell him, Marl." Now, there are 2 ways this can go. You can be mean and kill him. I'm actually going to do it 2 different ways to maximize the amount of experience you get. Marl says, "Hey, I told you to get lost. Ain't no room here for you troublemaking strangers." I'm going to say, no need to get all bent out of shape. There's plenty of bar for us all. Hey, I take whatever shape I want. I'm sick of you freakish adventurers going out, consorting with gods knows what, dragging your trouble back to my hometown. What do you say to that? I'm going to say something along the lines of, whoa, go easy. Let's keep it friendly. How about I buy you and the rest of the bar around? Marl says, I ain't your friend, you ain't mine, and it'll be a cold day on the 9th plane before I drink with the likes of you. Best keep your filthy dungeon money to yourself. Better yet, how about I put you and your dead money back in the ground where it belongs? I actually kind of screwed this up. That's okay, we're gonna kill him. Screw him. There is a better way to do that, where you can get more experience. But I am not going to take this lying down. Czar killed Marl. That was actually kind of impressive. You can actually talk him down from his tirade. But that's okay. I'm going to talk to Duncan. You murdering bastard, the Flaming Fist will deal with you. No, they won't. Your friend attacked me first. They don't care.
You rang.
This sounded kind of spugging me, but whatever. Let's go talk to... Oh, there's a man named Hefis here. And Hefis says, oh, he's just singing the 99 Tankers of Ale song. Fair enough. I kind of wish we had done it the right way and got more experience. But, oh well. No big deal. I'm not going to buy anything from the bartender. I just want a room. Actually, I will be buying something from the bartender, I guess. I will be buying a room. Just so that we can rest up.
Right, what's this then?
Fatigue is pretty dangerous in this game. It lowers your hit rolls. I think it lowers your damage rolls. And it might even lower your defense. I'm not entirely sure. So now we're going to explore the rest of the town. There is quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to try and do all the main stuff first. And then I'll end the video. And what I'm going to do after that is just quickly go through and rob all the houses. It's not a very exciting thing to do. And I'm not going to make you guys watch through the entire thing. I guess I can make a second video of me robbing all of the houses, but maybe I won't even bother. It's just kind of a waste of time. There are a couple houses with some really good stuff in them, and I'll do those for you, on this video, though.
Yes, you.
Nira says...
I don't see anybody else around here.
Yes,
a
she's
little help, please.
saying her thing. I'm going to say... of course, what do you need?
Bandits. Vicious, magic bandits. They must have gone to advanced bandit school or something. They're trying to capture me.
This is new to me, and this is all voice acted, so this must be one of the new characters in the game. I'm going to say, very well, I shall defend you from these bandits. We'll extort some money.
Now, where are the rest of your men hiding? I'll be honest. I was betting on you having a legion of soldiers because you'll need it, and oh goodness, they're here.
Who are here?
So, you would try to hide from us behind this unfortunate fool. Your cowardice proves as deadly as your reckless magic.
You're the one trying to capture me, and I still don't know what you want, so I'd rather not let it happen. Get out of here before me and my new friends decide to eject a fist into your mouth.
Whoa, what?
Stand aside and give me the girl. Surely you won't risk your life for a stranger.
Looks like she's with me now. What can you offer to change
What can
that?
I offer you? Why, only the most precious reward imaginable. Your continued existence.
I don't
If you
respond
wish to
well
die
to
for
threats.
this wild...
Away with you, you pompous creep!
Not again.
What? Where did he go?
We can't let her escape. Slaughter them all, and we'll sort this out once we find him.
That was awesome. Okay, cool. I guess we're going to be in combat very shortly. They wish to slaughter me,
do your toil.
and I'm not willing to let that happen. Zara is going to wander up that way,
You rat. Sorted.
and I'm going to go smack this wizard in the face. It's always good to kill the wizards first.
Go on.
Oh, that was... This fight is incredibly easy. Excellent. Cool. That was easy.
I am really sorry about what just happened. I didn't want to involve you, but if I hadn't run into you when I did, they'd be elbow deep in my brains right now.
That's probably true, yep. That's well and good, but custom dictates that you dump a load of gold into my hands.
Yeah, about that. I only had a little bit of gold that I borrowed from a friend a few weeks back, and I've spent most of it. But I can offer you something much more useful.
And
My
that would
talents. I'm an accomplished mage. I managed to send a Candor somewhere. You saw.
I get the impression that you didn't really intend for that to
Since when
happen.
has intent ever mattered outside of the courts? I got the job done. What do you say? I could really use some new friends.
I'm gonna say you raise a good point. I'd be glad to have you accompany me. I just want to see...
Fantastic. Let me just get my... well, nothing. I'm ready to go now.
I just want to see who she is and what she does. I don't actually know her. So she is chaotic neutral. She is a wild mage level 1. She has a gem bag, which I am going to take. She also has a magical robe, which I'm also going to take. And that staff seems really unpredictable. Anyways, I'm going to leave her with her staff, as I'm sure I can't take it with me. And I'm going to get rid of her. I do not really want her in my group.
Seriously? After all we've been through? Obviously, I had the wrong idea about our friendship. When you're ready to apologize, you can find me at the Friendly Arm Inn.
Perhaps we'll meet again, Nero. So, we saved her life, and she joined up with us very briefly. We took a gem bag from her, which we will find quite useful. I'm going to save the looting and robbing the grand larceny for the end of the video. I'm just going to try and do the important stuff in the town first. So, we are going to go talk to a young man named Garrick. I'm glad I remember that name. It's been a very long time.
Hello there.
Garrick.
I have a pretty proposal for you.
Garrick says, "Hail, adventurers! I have a proposal for you. I have heard that you're an excellent group of warriors. How would you like a well-paying job as bodyguards for my mistress?" "We're always on the lookout for money. Tell us more." "I'm Garrick, and I work for Silk Rosanna. She is the most skilled musician and actor along the Sword Coast. In fact, she used to play at the Ducal Palace before the month's done. However, she's been having some problems of late. Some thugs have been hired by Feldpost to hurt her bad because she didn't perform at his inn when she was supposed to. You can't blame her for not showing up, what with the villain like Feldpost running the place. She needs mercenaries to protect her until she's ready to go to Baldur's Gate. She's willing to pay 300 gold. What do you say?" "That sounds fair. Why don't you show us this mistress of yours?" 300 gold, that sounds pretty good. If there's one thing we're good at, it is killing things, so let's try our handout at mercenary work. Let's go talk to her.
Greetings, mercenaries.
"Hello there. I see my Garrick has been rather busy. You look as if you're worth paying a little extra. What did my little helper offer you?" Garrick replies, "I offered them 300 gold, just like you told me." "I'll raise your wage to 400 gold. Nice. Well then, I assume that Garrick has explained what your duties are. You must simply dispose of the ruffians when they come to threaten me. They shouldn't be too hard to deal with, but I would advise you to strike fast. Whatever you do, don't speak with them. One of them is a mage whose mystic words can sway even the most wise of men." Okay, sounds good. Kill a mage. We've already killed a mage, so... Actually, we've killed 2.
Greetings, mercenaries.
Here they are, Feldpost thugs. Strike them when I tell you to.
Extraordinary.
"Greetings, Silky. We are here as you've asked, and we have the..." "Don't try to threaten me. I won't be easy prey for you to beat on. I've brought friends." "What are you talking about? We're here with the gems that..." "Shut up. There'll be no weaseling out of this. Strike now. Kill them all. They are as good as dead. Let's do this thing." Silky says, "Don't even let one of them live." Garrick says, "What are you doing, Silky? Have you gone mad? These are innocent men you're attacking." Silky replies, "Your sniveling altruism has always made me sick, Garrick. Shut up and stay out of my way." Silky is not a nice person. But that's okay. She is paying us 400 gold to turn a blind eye to morality, and we are okay with this fact. That is 3 dead bodies, and we're going to grab all of the loot that they have to offer us. Which looks like a bunch of gems. Wow, my inventory is actually filling up really quickly. I'm going to try and learn a spell or 2. I'm going to give Czar the gem bag after throwing all of the gems and rings inside of it that I can. Gem bags are extremely useful when you have tons of gems and jewelry, obviously. You can just put them all inside the gem bag, and then you don't have to worry about them. You can also sell them from inside of the gem bag later on, which makes it nice and convenient. There's also a scroll case and a bag of holding that do the same thing. Can't put potions in the gem bag, apparently. Now, let's talk to Silky. You've done a good job. For all your efforts, here's the money that I owe you. Perhaps we will meet again. We got a -2 reputation for that, but Monteron is happy, and so is Czar, actually. We're going to save. I can't remember what happens when you do this, but I'm going to try it, because I know that we can kill Silky as well. Oh, she's casting a spell. She's invisible? Well, that's not good. Where did she go? Ooh. Well, it's a good thing I saved. Let's try that again, but a little bit better. We'll get all of our characters in on the fight this time. And we'll take her down quickly. She is an evil person. I don't feel any regret about ending her little life. Come on. Bring her down. Oh, that was close. She almost got that spell off. We'll grab her quarterstaff and this potion. Let's talk to Garrick and see what he has to say. You know better than Miss Silky. It will catch up with you Sunday. Mark my words. Garrick is actually a character in the game you can get if you handle that the correct way. I did not handle it in the way that allows you to pick up Garrick. Garrick is a good bard. I believe he's good. I believe he's neutral good, actually. So you can grab him for a character if you are a good or neutral party. If you are a good party and you want Garrick, do not attack the thugs. Instead, kill Silky when she tries to get you to attack the thugs. Now, there is a little bit of robbery I will show you in here. And it is in this chest? No, this one. There is a chest in here that has a +1 bastard sword. It's really good to sell. None of our characters use bastard swords. There it is. So we got it, and we're out of here. No one will ever know that we just stole that sword, except for us. It'll be our little secret. What is next on our list of things to do? I guess we'll head down to the Jovial Juggler, which I believe is the inn down here. Yes. We'll head into the Jovial Juggler next. Now remember, we are here in Beregost to basically go south towards Nashkel. I actually don't think I picked up the quest in the Friendly Arm Inn to do something in Beregost, but that's okay. I will go over it when we get to that house really quickly. I can't believe I forgot to do that. I apologize wholeheartedly. There's a man named Gurk here. Aye, so everyone's heard. Everyone's a rubbernecker then, is that it? Old Gurk has his famous cloak stolen right off his back by a bunch of paltry Tasloi? Yeah, it's old news, and if you make one crack about the cloakwood being an appropriate place to lose it, at least I'll put your liver on the menu. Now move on and let the people next in line have their laugh. I'm not gonna laugh at him. Having your cloak stolen sounds like a terrible thing. I don't know what Tasloi are, I can't remember, so I'm sure it was a traumatizing event. Let's take some money. What else is in here? I don't think there's anything really else in here other than another quest we can pick up really quickly from a paladin nearby. Where did he go?
What's this then?
There's supposed to be a paladin in this area who has... Oh, there he is. He was hiding in the corner. His name is Bjornen. And Bjornen says, they did quite a number on me, those half-ogres. There's a band of them fortifying themselves in the mountains south-southwest of here. If you could give them a taste of justice, that would do me proud. That's another quest we got, to kill some half-ogres near Beregost. We will head upstairs really quickly to see if there's anything of note before moving on to the next area. Alright, who is upstairs? Let's see if there's anything lootable. There is a noble in this room. His name is Oogie Wisham. He's still down there? Who do you mean? That Bjornen, I can feel his eyes looking at me. He's a paladin, you know. They ain't right in the head. They just look at you, and you've been judged. What right do they have to do that? Has he threatened you in some way? Well, no, but I know he's looking for me. Why else would he be down there? Sure, he says he's resting and chatting up the locals, but I just know he's here for me. Well, I'm gonna stay up here till he's gone. Why doesn't he just come upstairs and get you if he's so interested in you? Well, that would just be too easy, wouldn't it? No, he wants me to sit up here wondering if he knows, that I know that he knows that I know that he knows I'm up here, without knowing that he knows, I just know it. Have you talked to someone about this? You seem agitated. Recent evidence suggests that a barrel full of monkeys is not half as much fun as previously claimed, and is in fact rather horrifying. Okay, goodbye now. That guy is a little crazy. That guy is the Tsar of Beregost, apparently. We are going to leave this inn and head off. This house contains quest items we needed for a person at the Friendly Arm Inn. I'm just going to go over what the quest was because I forgot to pick it up while I was there. There is a gnome wizard there who was driven out of her home. Actually, I don't know if she's a wizard, but there was a gnome there that got driven out of her home by a spider infestation. She asks you to come to Beregost to her house and gather up her boots, the body of a spider, and her favorite bottle of wine.
Sorted.
We're going to do that for her right now and bring those to her. There are 4 spiders in here. That is a lot of spiders.
Spit it out.
This fight can be a little bit annoying, especially if it goes badly.
You
I'm actually going to run outside really quickly. The spiders will follow, but... Ooh dear.
Go on then.
We appear to be trapped. Zara, I want you to move back. And... who is injured and who is not injured? Okay, one of the spiders is badly injured. I'm going to use a Lilacs Minor Drain on him. Okay, 1 spider down. We now have 3 spiders left. The thing about the spiders are, if they hit you, they can poison you. This is not a good thing. I don't have any antidotes or anything yet.
Right.
Also, my main character just gained a level, which I will do as soon as this fight is over. We can see the body of one of the spiders on the ground there. We will be taking that as our quest item.
Go on then. Sorted.
We have successfully defeated the huge spiders without taking any damage, I might add. And our character leveled up. So, for our level, we got a 2-hit armor class 0 reduced by 1, or Thaco reduced by 1. We got 8 hit points, and that's it. Not a very exciting level for us. The Thaco lowering is a great thing, and we didn't get any proficiency
Right,
points
what's this
though,
then?
which kind of sucks, but it's okay. I'm gonna steal everything. Where'd that gem bag go? I need to sell stuff. I will do that very shortly.
You right. I'm
Actually.
on it. Sorted.
Your inventory gets full rather quickly in this game, which makes solo playthroughs a little bit annoying just because it's kind of hard to keep your inventory small. What a lot of people end up doing is they will use the Klua console, which is
Go on then.
like a
Sorted.
dev console in the game, to...
Your voice is ambrosia.
Sorry. Zara has a lot of hit points now. How did he get 12 hit points? I'm not exactly sure how Zara got a ton of hit points. Oh, they're going down again.
You. I'm on it.
That's really weird. Okay, anyways,
Go on,
he apparently had some temporary hit points for whatever reason. This is
Sorted.
not that I was looking
I'm
for.
on. Right. What's this then?
What house is it? I think it's this one. Yes, this is the house we are looking for. It's our good friend Firebeat Elvenhair. Ah, your old Gorian's ward. The lonely kid of Candlekeep. Of course, I've heard about the loss of Gorian, and I must give you my deepest condolences. I hope since you've left Candlekeep you've kept up on your readings. Oh, the world of books. I have heard that a new copy of the wondrous tome, The History of the Fateful Coin, can be had for a pretty penny in one of the stores around here. If you would be so kind as to buy it for an old man like myself, I'd gladly reimburse you. I'd even give you a little bonus to help in your travels. It must be so hard with Gorian gone.
Right. What's
We'll
this
do that
then?
quest quickly.
I'm on
Anyways, like what I was saying, you can use the dev console to spawn a bag of holding for yourself. I consider this to be a form of cheating. If you're playing you're a solo
You
character,
I'm
you
on
should
it.
have to try and limit your inventory naturally to make it more realistic. I can see how it'd be annoying, but that's just my personal thought on the matter.
Go on. Sorted.
We now have the book, The History of Halrua, which we will go give back to Firebeat. This is another technically good quest. We will be gaining a rep point for this,
Sorted.
but I really want the experience, actually. Ah, you are generous to an old man, so I will be generous in return. Let me give you another book in exchange. It is a touch darker than what you have given me, but I get a sense that you may enjoy it nonetheless.
I'm on it.
We got
Sorted.
an reputation point, and everyone that is of evil alignment will not like that very much. What is in this house? This is Kigane's shop. We're actually going to stop in here really quickly.
Must we be so insufferably charitable?
Sorted.
And I think this is the last place we'll go before we end the video. Kigane says, "Greetings, I'm Kigane. What can I do for you?" What kind of shop is this anyhow? Kigane says, "I run an escort business. I hire mercenaries to escort caravans en route from Om to Baldur's Gate. Right now I'm looking for some strong sword arms, and I'm willing to pay high. It seems that one of the caravans under my protection never arrived at Baldur's Gate, and I need to know what happened. You look like a strong group of warriors, interested in a job. Sure, we always need more money. Tell me more. That is good. I've been having a lot of problems with bandit activity lately, but they've always only taken the cargo and let the caravan go afterward. I've been catching flack from the family of some of the passengers of this caravan. After all, it was the job of my mercenaries to make sure everyone got safely to Baldur's Gate. Normally I wouldn't give one damn about some stupid whiner, but one of the passengers was the son of Entar Silvershield, and in this part of the world, his word is law. So, do you want the job or not? Sure, as soon as you can tell us how much will be paid. I'll pay each of you 30 gold per head, plus a share of any booty, if there's no one left alive to claim it. I guess that sounds good. Hey, I'm glad you guys have some sense in your heads. I have an underling who can take care of business here while I'm gone, so let's get a move on. I actually don't want Kigane in our group. He's a pretty good fighter, actually. He's got low strength, but really high constitution. So he'll have lots of hit points. He also has a cool looking helmet, which I'm going to steal. And then I'm going to get rid of him. He is a dwarven fighter. Pretty decent. Don't really want him right now. You've got hardy hides, folk. If you ever need a little more dwarven muscle around, you've got it. So we're going to leave him and move on our way.
I'm on it.
There are a couple more things to do in this place, one of which is at the Burning Wizard. We'll do that next. Actually, we are at 31 minutes. Okay, we will do the rest of Beregost in the next video, and then from there we will head south towards Nashkel. Again, I'd like to thank you guys for watching, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please leave them below. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.